So many podcasters and people going live on LinkedIn have been talking to me in these last few weeks about when they go online and run their live show, they get comments afterwards that nobody knows that they're actually live online. Do you have that problem? Do people actually know when you have gone live so you can share your information with them and they can interact with your live videos? Because building a community is very much about one-to-one conversations, no matter what business you're in. It starts with one conversation with one person at one time. It comes down to doing one thing just to get your business going. Now, you might already be running your business for a while, and if you're a fitness professional, you might be trying to work through these crazy times where your gym is allowed to open, then all of a sudden you're closed for the next few weeks or months. We have no idea what the next few weeks or months is going to be ahead of us, but it does look like there's going to be a bit of uncertainty as to whether you can go into the gym or not. Right now you can, but there's no saying that that isn't going to change. The question I have for you is, how are you going to cope when you can't go to gym and your customers can't go to gym and you're now not connected to each other? Well, here's the answer for you. If you start running your gym sessions online, start in your garage or your spare room, your lounge, your kitchen, it doesn't matter. People today accept that you can run a Zoom session with your home environment, your cat, your dog in the background, it doesn't matter. We all know this is happening to all of us. So it's an acceptable thing just to do this in your home environment. So get started. Just do a half hour or 15-minute session every single day. Get your live session going on whatever platform you can access it. I know LinkedIn's being a bit stingy with their giving out live accessibility to podcasters and everybody. I haven't got it yet. So I upload live to Facebook, to YouTube, and a private group in Facebook. My private group in Facebook gets a whole bunch of other benefits which I don't offer publicly. Things like access to a messaging platform which helps them send messages out to people. I'll discuss more about that with you on another video. But when you go live, how do you tell your people that you're available, that you're online right then? Most people will turn off their LinkedIn app notifications because we're all tired. We've got fatigue from all applications that come. Every single app you want to install is demanding access to your camera, your microphone, your notification screen, your lock screen, and 60% of people turn this off. So right there, you're losing access to 60% of the market if you're just relying on LinkedIn's tools to tell people that you're online. There is a way to get 98% of your audience aware that you're online, and we'll get to that just now. And did you know that if you are using email and email lists to tell people that you're online, you're only going to get 20% of people to open them. So you're missing 80%. 80% of people are not going to even see your email message. 50% of people who get email just delete it. That's a long-standing statistic on email. We can't do anything to change that, really. There are a few people I've seen, real experts in email marketing, who are achieving 50, maybe 60% open rates. But that's still not high enough because you're losing more than half of your effort in reaching your target audience. So if you've already decided who your target audience is, and maybe you've got conversations going with them. So for myself, I know exactly who my target audience is and why. I'm a 55-year-old guy. I used to be super fit in my 20s. I could deadlift just on 400 pounds. I could bench well over my own body weight, and I could squat well over my own body weight. So those core exercises I thought I was really good at. However, lack of knowledge and willingness to do things the right way, I was just super competitive and wanted to throw heavy weights around. led me to injuring myself. So this is a good marketing analogy. That pain point that I've had literally for 30 years in my lower back. I had the deadlift bar ready. I was picking it up. I had it 3/4 of the way up off the floor into a full upright position. This was at the end of a 1-hour training session where we had done some heavy back exercises. My muscles were warm. The blood was pumping everywhere, and I had a good pump going on. 405 pounds on the bar was the next lift. I put it on. I got it 3/4 of the way up, and I heard something go in my back. I lowered the weight down rather quickly, didn't drop it, but from that day on, I had this niggling pain. It was almost like a burning hot poker sticking in your backside every day, 24 hours a day. I've been to chiropractors, I've been to massage therapists, and just wasted a lot of money on them because the relief they give you is only temporary. They're not getting in deep enough to solve the problem. 30 years later, though, you find that technology's changed, and understanding of the skeletal structure and tendons has advanced significantly. Competitive weightlifting and bodybuilding has advanced to new levels. These new guys that are doing it are amazing. They're absolute machines, the way that they have got their story together. And the way that they look, they clearly know exactly what they're doing. So I thought, well, after a long career sitting at a desk, I'm still sitting at one right now, I need to do something to get movement back because it's getting sore to walk. It's really painful to sit up and sit down, and just walking around outside, if the ground's uneven and my hips are unbalanced, sets my back pain off, and I'm tensed in a ball of pain. So here's what I did. I changed the people that I was hanging out with. I was only talking to corporate people selling what I used to sell. Now I'm talking to fitness professionals. I've got one gentleman who used to be a fitness advisor to White House executives. He's coming on my podcast soon, and I can't wait to interview him, so watch out for that one. I've also got another friend I've made, James, and he's the guy who actually helped me, James Bacon. He gave me about 3 simple stretches that really opened up the tissues and tendons in the lower back. So in marketing terms, I had a pain point. James knew that he could help people who had lower back problems. So that's the gist of his whole marketing. Now, fitness trainers, it's a huge industry. Just about everybody's tried to get into it. Anybody that was going to gym before COVID is now trying to be a fitness trainer. But that doesn't mean that there's too many people in the market for you to try if you haven't started yet. This is going to be an onward moving, fast growing market, because people, the whole generational change has come about, more concerned with their mental health, their physical well-being, than with their position and status that we used to have in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Now that all these millennials have come out of the 2000s and they're in business, these kids have cottoned on to social media and how markets work. There are kids in 18, 19 years old making millions of dollars off YouTube. Not that we can all probably achieve that, because only a small percentage of anyone's going to have that kind of success. The thing is, the world has changed, and now we have access to all this information and training. It's available 24/7. It's all online. So while this pandemic is going on and you're working from lockdown status or not lockdown status, you can start building up your online presence. The way to do that is, number one, is video. So start showing people your exercises that you're doing. Build up a blog, start sharing Creative Commons licensed material on your blog. That will slowly start establishing a presence for you online. So a blog is a great way to get some relevant authority on the internet, so that Google and the other search engines will recognize your source as an authoritative point of information. So when you start sharing stuff, you later on it will benefit you. It's not an immediate solution, but it's one of those things like going to gym. You need to start lifting the smaller ones before you can get to the bigger ones. No one just rips into the big weights, right? I think my first deadlift was probably 10 pounds or something. And then it grew up until we hit 405 pounds. Over 2 years, I managed to achieve that. So with your marketing, you need to start small, but you need to do one thing, and you need to do it every day. Now, with your marketing messages that go out, if you send an SMS message, a text message to people's mobile phones, they are going to be 5 times more likely to open your SMS message than they are reading an email message. 98% of people will open an SMS message within 3 seconds. This is a huge advantage to have as a marketer. People are so engrossed in the social feeds scrolling today that to try and pull their attention off Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, whatever channels they're busy on is really hard. Even though they've all turned the app notifications off, they're still scrolling. If you send an SMS, there's something that happens behaviorally. So in other words, the human behavior comes into play here. And this is why. SMS is a channel that's built into the hardware of the phone. It's actually, the software is put onto the phone at the time of manufacture. So you and I as consumers, we can't delete that text application. And that's because mobile networks have to be able to bill for providing that text service. They want you to use it, so they're not going to let you delete it. But you can delete LinkedIn, Facebook, WhatsApp, all of the messaging apps and other things you can delete off your phone. 60% of people already turn off their app notifications. So if you're trying to notify people that you've gone live on LinkedIn or Facebook or YouTube, only if they're sitting on YouTube right there and then will they know about you. If they don't know about you, they have got no chance in hell of knowing that you're online and that you're talking about something they want to know about. Here's how you can tell them that you're going online. Set up a text campaign. It's really easy to do. Now you can use things like ManyChat, Bulk SMS, Clickatel, and other Twilio messaging systems. Now, you'll pay a monthly subscription to those services. Right now, I'm launching a free service. There's no subscription to this. You can get in for not even $1, right? You will pay for the SMSs you use, which is only about 2.5 cents in the UK, 2.5 pence. So it's a really small fee for SMS. And then you can set up your SMS campaign in a spreadsheet. You just put the phone number and you put the message you want to send that phone. And you have a whole list of those in a spreadsheet. Upload it, it's one click. Upload it and the system will send it out. Now what the person will receive on their phones, what your customers will receive on their phones, is a branded SMS message. Now this is different from normal SMS. Normal SMS will tell you it's from your friend, whatever their name is, James Brown, or it'll just be a phone number if the sender is not in your phone book. The SMSs that you'll get as part of the SMS Hero program will have your brand on it. So it'll say it's from James Brown's Fitness or Fit24 Gym. You can actually change that on the fly on the system on smshero.net. So that's what is coming out now. I've actually launched the system already. I have a few people that are on board and using it and having some good results with it. Now, the results that are typical with SMS are you're going to see 5 times more people read the SMS. So if you've got 5 times more people knowing that you're online, you're very likely going to more than double people who will take action with your offer. If your offer is watch me online, or if your offer is buy my training course, it literally has the possibility of doubling who's going to pay. And this is why using branded SMS has a huge impact on the trust level between you and your customer, you and the person who's receiving the SMS from you. If you just send an SMS from a number, they'll see, he's bought it from some, bulk SMS provider. But if you put your own brand on it, it looks like you've gone to that much more trouble of registering your own company, your own product name with the mobile network. Because mobile networks won't just allow you to put any name on. You have to pre-register them. So part of the service SMS Hero does for you, which I'm giving for free at this introductory stage, it's not normally free, is we register your brand identities with the systems in the mobile networks for you on your behalf. Otherwise, you'd have to run around and go and phone all 12 network providers in the UK or 45 providers in the USA. We do all of that work for you. So we've taken all of that heavy lifting off you. So now you can concentrate just on your message and what you're going to say to your marketplace. So using SMS will get you more than double the attendees that you're already getting on your live shows. What you need is a simple system to register people to know that, so that you can use their phone numbers. They have to give you permission to use their phone numbers. There are systems, ClickFunnels has got one, Go High Level's got one. I use a good one from Brandon Duff, but it's still, they're complex systems. And I think the market needs something a little simpler. As simple as clicking a file to upload it and done. One click. So I will soon be releasing something to my paid members where you can install a little script in your web page and it'll pop up a little form that'll collect the person's email and mobile number. That'll go into a little database which you own. You have ownership of your own customer numbers and you can control within the SMS Hero system. And with the upload system for messages, so you can broadcast your own messages, again, there's a specific way of using SMS so that you don't annoy your market. When I say broadcast SMS, this is not for the whole market, whoever's a fitness trainer. Broadcast only to those people who are already engaged with you and doing business with you. Don't use SMS to target people who don't know you, don't care about you, don't know your product, don't know your price, don't know what your program is. They are not the target to use for SMS. You will get into huge trouble if you try and do that. Stick to using SMS for people who know you and who already have a personal relationship with you, because SMS is a highly trusted messaging channel. Added to that is the own brand identity ability that we've got on SMSHero.net, allows you to put your brand identity on the SMSs that you send out, which means you increase that. Google says you get a 74% lift in the trust metrics between you and your customers if you brand your SMSs. 74% increase in people being likely to trust you. So this all goes back to doing one thing every day to improve your business. You have to find one thing that's going to improve your bottom line and increase your profit, and do that. And then find another thing tomorrow and another thing the next day. And over time, this all starts to have a compound effect, and you'll see your profits will just start going north very quickly. So the one thing I'd like to offer you is a 1-hour phone call with me. I will show you everything you need to know. I will not leave any secrets in the bottom drawer of my desk. I will put everything on the table for you. I will show you how to set up your own SMS campaign. I will show you how to set up your own brand identity on the system. I will show you how to send SMS messages, and I'll also show you how to collect them. So if that's something that's interesting to you and you're looking to double your attendees while you're going live, pop a message below. DM me and we'll get in touch and set up a call.